In this module, we will discuss the phase assessment part 4, the determination to proceed with housing assessment. This is an overview of the coordinated entry process. We will be focusing on the phase assessment. This is an overview of the phase assessment parts 1 through 6. In this module, we will discuss part 4, the determination to proceed with housing assessment and the VI-SPDAT consent. The consent form is specific for individuals giving consent. They've said, yes, I'm interested and in need of housing, and you will walk through the CE process with them. Consent is allowing you to do the VI-SPDAT with the client and start the coordinated entry process with them. The benefit of allowing service providers to access their information is to provide coordination and the ability to assess their needs in order to connect them with the most appropriate service interventions or housing available. The client needs to sign the back of the consent as well as a witness. If it's a household with minors, the parent or caregiver needs to legibly write all of the children's names. This is so we know we have consent to talk about the entire household. Once you have consent, and only once you have consent, you can move forward with Part 4 and start a progress tracker. In Part 4A, it is essential to check all of the required boxes, which are boxes 1 through 3 and box 5. Box 4 is required if the client is chronically homeless. If you check the last box, this means the client has changed their mind and no longer wants housing assistance. You need to stop the assessment. If the client no longer wants housing assistance, you will also need to update the housing interest VI-SPDAT status on the HMIS summary page. You will need to place an end date on the current status and create a new one by selecting the client is not interested in housing at this time. The case manager and their supervisor are required to sign the first page. This is where the case manager records the client's VI-SPDAT score, depending on which VI-SPDAT was used. You may not be able to complete the VI-SPDAT with your client, and there's a section to explain if that is the case. In the rare situation you believe your client scored higher or lower than they should have on the VI-SPDAT, you are able to request an estimated score. In either situation, you will explain why you're requesting an estimated score in the estimated VI-SPDAT scoring considerations section, which is depicted here. Use the Noteworthy Factors Impacting Severity of Service Needs section to convey a client's severity of need or vulnerability, justifying the estimated score you're requesting. This is depicted on this slide and the next 2 slides. You will need to notify the CE team when requesting an estimated score. When requesting an estimated score, both the case manager and their supervisor need to sign the last page of Part 4. Your client is currently fleeing domestic violence. Complete the DV prioritization indicator assessment and record it here. Also, contact your regional DV assessor and follow all HMIS safety protocols to protect client information.